Wednesday and Thursday, the Browns will have joint practices here in Cleveland against the Vikings ahead of Saturday's game against the Vikings. Deshaun Watson will get the majority of the reps with the number one offense. Stefanski talked about the value of those joint practices today.
I like that you can have controlled settings. I like that both sides can feel confident that their quarterbacks are going to stay upright. And I like that you can script practice and get a bunch of different situations, whether it be third down, 2 minute, what have you. If for us, sometimes you go through a game and you don't get a 2 minute per se, or the 3rd and 3 doesn't show up for you, those type of things. So it allows us to really get intentional work, if you will.
Now let's welcome in Jeff Lloyd from the Locked On Browns podcast. Jeff, the joint practices means we're going to see a lot of the same guys that played in preseason game 1 playing in preseason game 2. They're going to take their work in the joint practices.
Well, in essence, you're going to get better work if you're a veteran in the joint practices than you are in the exhibition game. You're going to see more reps over the period of the 2 days. Anybody who was maybe even classified as a Browns starter, what did they see? Maybe single-digit reps on Saturday. This, you're probably going to see anywhere probably from 25 to 40 reps on Wednesday, 25 to 40 reps on Thursday if your body's good and you're willing to go in both. And like Coach said, and if you see the way, preseason games, obviously the NFL still plays in the way they play regular season games. High school, that's not necessarily the case. Usually they have the one team line up, they run 10 plays on offense, and the other team goes and they run 10 plays on offense. You're trying to find a way to get yourself the best possible work you can. And, Coach made a great point. You don't always maybe get a 2 minute scenario. Also, the game, what if you give up an opening drive score, then you fumble or you turn the ball over on the first play? You can go the entire first quarter and maybe not run, maybe more than 1 or 2 offensive plays. So it's much better to do it this way. I think, and it's weird now because it is the 3 games. That third game was always basically considered the dress rehearsal game anyway. And it seems that's when Deshaun's going to play. And hopefully, we'll start to see some, other veterans making the way back. But you got to think about it. Anybody who's not in practice as of today, they probably weren't playing this week anyway. So you're probably looking more to where you're going to be maybe next week at this time and hoping you can get at least as many guys as possible. Just a small taste of some live action against Seattle.